Hey everybody, my name is Daniel and wanted to talk with you today about some gear I've just recently picked up. A lot of you may know it, some of you may not, but hopefully some of this information may be helpful for you. I'm looking for a compact, lightweight, durable cook system for camping. We're looking at hiking up a good portion of the Georgia section of the AT Trail coming up in October, and been looking around and saw a lot of reviews, and looks like the Toaks cook system is preferred for many, whether you're through hiking, section hiking, whatever the case may be. But picked up some stuff and wanted to go over with you some of it today and kind of check it out and see how it performs. I'll give pricing and have some links down below. No, this video is not sponsored. As you can see, it's first upload to the channel. I don't have any dog in this fight, so to speak, so this is up to you. This is my real world use case, and I'm going to test it out. So what I'm testing today is the Toaks 750 milliliter pot. Inside of here is the Toaks Titanium SIPHON stove, alcohol burning, and for that fuel we're going to use old trusted favorite Everclear 190, right? So, and I'll get into some more details as we set everything up, but I'm going to be using a little kitchen thermometer to test some of the temperatures and things. And this is also Toaks TI Titanium. This is the windscreen and dual stand, right? So comes in 4 little pieces, and you got the 2 stakes that go across. I'll show you that in a moment. And you have some regular water. This is regular tap water, right? And we'll get into the temperatures, but straight out of the kitchen sink. All right, give me just a moment. I'll get everything set up, and we'll get a test going. Okay, so we've got everything set up now. So what we're looking at here is, like I said, this is the Everclear 190, right? I don't know if you can see, 95% alcohol by volume. And this is the 375 milliliter, right? This cost about $11 at your local ABC or package shop, party store, liquor store, what have you. But this is from all the reviews and things, and we're going to check it out today and see. But from everything that's being said, this is the cleanest burning, most effective stove fuel, not only for the Toaks, but some of the others as well. So we're going to give it a shot. And not to mention, it has multiple uses, right? Not only fuel for your stove, but also some type of antiseptic to clean wounds, and in those long hard days on the trail, a little nip to kindle those spirits, right? No pun intended. Got a regular little lighter here. It's a little long stem gas station lighter. This is a just a little kitchen thermometer, right? So that's what we're going to test our water temperature with. This, I don't know if you can see that, 1/8 of a cup, 30 milliliters. 30 milliliters is the equivalent of 1 fluid ounce, right? And that's what this stove is typically used. 1 fluid ounce is typically used in this stove in order to get a couple cups of water to a boil, right? So set those to the side there. All right. So this is the Toaks Titanium alcohol siphon stove, right? And It's 0.7 ounces weight. I don't know if I can get that focused, but you can check it out on the website, right? And it's, as you can see, it's very small. Comes in a nice little knapsack. This is the first time opening, so. And first thing is it's really, really light. Like really, really light. Got the Toaks symbol there. I don't know if that'll focus in. You'll notice, I don't know if you can see in there very well. I'll try to get a light on it to see. Well, maybe that doesn't help. Right around the edges, you'll see in there, there's tiny little portholes. Right about here. And that's where the fuel is gonna emanate from. So, but just really lightweight, really small, easily packable, right? So we'll set that to the side there. This is the Toaks 750 milliliter titanium pot. 750 milliliters is right about, or just a hair over 3 cups, right? And you'll notice some of the markings on the outside. They have graduations. Comes with a little lid, a little ring to help you lift it off. Comes with little holes to help some of that steam escape. And you could, you know, you might, it wouldn't be very effective, but you might be able to siphon, strain something out of there as well. If you have some kind of pasta or rice, you might be able to get a little bit of fluid out of that. But so comes with nice little handles, right? And it's graduated on the corner there, right? So I don't know if you could tell, but that way, got a little lip. Keep your fingers right off the cup, right? Because even though it's titanium, don't want to get too close. You might burn backside of your fingers, right? So, and it's pretty wide. I think you can get some gloves in there too. So, obviously, got the Toaks branding on there, right? And so inside, I don't know if you could see that, but the graduated markings. Let's see. Yeah, that may not help. Let's see. The graduated markings in there, and it's up to 16 ounces, that first line. So right into here, 16 ounces, that's 2 cups. So you could probably hold a little bit more, but typically a lot of your freeze-dried packaged meals is 1.5 to 2 cups. So it's going to get you 2 cups of water, easy boil, right? And it's super lightweight. Comes in a nice little packable case here, and the lid stays on. Doesn't stay on great, but stays on a little. Could help you out. Comes with this little stuff sack, maybe nylon. Pretty neat. Keeps it from banging around, getting scuffed up, nicked up in your bag there. So nice little drawstring, right? And if you look, well, we'll get to that in a moment about nesting, but so this here is the windscreen and pot stand, right? So comes with a couple little hooks, really lightweight. I don't know what that material is. I don't know if it's titanium, maybe stainless, maybe aluminum, but really, really lightweight. Pretty durable. Not gonna bend them up too easy. Give me just a moment. Let me open this packaging here. Alright. So what we got is your Toaks titanium windscreen and dual stand pot holder. Alright. Comes in 4 small pieces. As you would expect, really, really, really light. Right. On the back side there, it just shows assembly instructions. titanium, and the weight is about 2.5 ounces. So I'd insert from the inside, and just apply a little bit of pressure there and you should be good. And let's attach one more. Okay, that's pretty much it. Small in reference to the cup and in reference to the stove. So you can see probably got about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches to the top of that. But so to finish installation, you have holes here on every panel. You could insert these from either side, any orientation, right? And this acts as the windscreen and the pot holder. Right? So you just take the cup, nest it right on top. Pretty stable. And this, when the fuel's in, you set right on top. And you can pick up and move. I imagine this probably gets a little hot, so you may want to get some gloves. Let's have a rag here for that. So inside of here, there's no markings. So I have a handy old measuring cup here. And again, this is 1/8 of a cup, 30 milliliters. So this is approximately 1 ounce. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. The nice thing about it, a very, very faint smell. If you get a spill in your pack, not going to damage a lot of your gear, things like that. Obviously, you want to try to wipe it up, but really not a very bad smell. A lot of people use the heat fuel and a lot of methanol and things like that, but I'd rather stick to something a little bit cleaner. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at boiling some water. Let's test this bad boy out. So if you can see in there, maybe that angle gives a little bit more view. Okay. So once again, we have our cup here. I'm going to slide this back out the way for just a moment. We have our cup here. And we're going to use that graduated marking in there for 2 cups. And just to test our water temperature here, I'll show you. Right at 16 ounces, 2 cups. Let's check the temperature here to make sure. I don't know if you could see that. I'll pick it up and get a little bit closer here. .3 degrees Fahrenheit, and for the Celsius side of the house, 24.2. All right, so pretty room temperature, right about 75 degrees. Set that to the side. Right. So the first thing you want to do is you want to prime the stove. Probably seen videos. Call it a flume, call it a bloom, what have you. But let's just call it prepping the stove ready for cook. All right. So take our little handy dandy lighter here. Quick little easy light. And you probably get a good maybe 6 or 8 inch of flame. Slightly higher than the cup there. If you look at it from the side view, maybe 2 to 3 inches higher than the cup. But as you can start to see, as it starts to prime, see those little jet holes right around the top edge of the ring there, starting to heat up. And you want to give it a moment till it's fully flumed or bloomed. Okay, you can see those distinct star pattern flames coming out. So I'm going to call that good. All right. Let's give it a timer here. I'm going to start a timer on my watch. Alright, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Oh no, doesn't pick up well in the camera there. Let's see. There are 20 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and restart this. Alright, and I'm going to place it on. I'm going to go ahead and start. We'll give it just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video and we'll pick back up as we start to boil. Okay, we're back. We're at 6 minutes 47 seconds, and we get a nice little boil. So roughly about 6.5 minutes. That's not exact, but 6.5 minutes, we'll call that good. Plenty roll and boil. Lid on most of the time. I did pull it off once or twice, as you saw, but about 6.5 minutes, not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and put our lid back on. I'm gonna pull this off, and as you can see, still got some decent fuel. Looks like it's just about to die. We probably took a little bit longer on the bloom and the warm up than we really needed to, but all things considered, we burned 1 ounce of fuel, about 7 minutes 45 seconds. The flame extinguished. So I'd say get about 6.5 minutes to boil, give or take, and about 7.5 minutes total burn on 1 ounce of fuel. So with that being said, it looks pretty good. Pot's obviously a little warm, but cool enough to the touch. You can grab the lid, that's no problem at all. As you can see, yeah, no problem grabbing that. Water's nice and hot. So if I look and touch, yeah, these are pretty warm, so not gonna want to grab those for a little while. Like I said, this may be an aluminum or stainless, I'm not positive, but the screen, the windscreen, not too bad. It's actually pretty cool to the touch. You could actually almost break those down, that's no problem at all. Slide these right out. Yep, and it breaks down pretty easy. I'm gonna probably bend those edges in a little bit to give it a little bit more support, but all in all, looks pretty good. These are cool to the touch, no problem. So as you can see, slight little coloring, but nothing serious at all. A little bit of coloring. Okay, so wrapping up, as you can see, everything's nice and cool to the touch. Got a little bit of heat discoloration, but the good thing is very, very minimal soot. Very minimal. I don't know if you can see that, but pretty clean to the touch. Take a damp rag, you can wipe it off, I'm sure. Have no problem putting that in my pack. So with a little bit of bending, as you saw earlier, it's a little bit loose around the windscreen there. So I think bending these tabs just a hair to kind of lock it in, gonna help it. It'll also help to nest it. As you can see, with a slight bend, it can fit. It's just a little tight, right? But when they are nested and slightly bent, okay, we set up again. Okay, fully assembled. Right. If you can see that. So with these stakes, as you can see, I'm going to go from left to right. So there you've got about a finger's width sticking out, right? But you notice on this end, you get up to the first knuckle. So, you know, 1.5 to 2 inches overhang. So I would think if we set it flush, like it should be, you've got several inches overhanging on this side. So if we took a couple inches off of that, right? So we're gonna say, probably, let's see, let's go up to the first knuckle, should be plenty fine, right? So if we went up to the first knuckle, this is the overhang that hangs outside the cup. So let's see there. You'd be more than plenty, and especially when it sits at an angle inside, you're gonna get plenty coverage. So these will be nestable as well. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably take about 2 to 2.5 inches, whatever that length there is, and I think that's gonna get us more than enough to nest everything nicely. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna, let's experiment slightly. Let's try our modification and see how that works. Let's see. So now we got a slight little bend to it. And they fit really nice, really nice. Alright, so now, try the setup again. Okay, yeah, it stays together a little better. That slight little modification, just slightly, I don't know if you could see, we're just slightly indenting the tabs, just a hair right there. We're bending them in slightly. A lot more firm, a lot better hold, right? Disassembly, just as easy, just slightly open it up. Put our set back together. Nest it up nicely. Plenty of room. A lighter. And we make that modification up 1.5 to 2 inches here. We should have plenty of hang to nest our steaks as well. Stuff a rag in there so things don't bang around. Gonna have our fuel in there as well, but there's, as you can see, plenty more than enough room. Stuff that down. Pop our top. And there we go. So that's our little kit. Perfectly nested up, ready to roll. Seems to me to be a nice little cook set here. Everything nice and lightweight. Canister ready to go. I also have the titanium folding sport that's going to fit in there nicely as well. So thinking about picking up this kit. Seems like a nice little kit. Using the Everclear. Burns clean, burns quick. Has multiple uses for the Everclear as we discussed earlier. Really nice, really lightweight, really compact. It's titanium, so it's going to last forever unless you just crush it or something. But if you do that, you got other problems. So, but yeah, so I picked all of this up. You can get it at Toaks.com. You can get it at Amazon. I think the cup was about $26. The fuel stove is about $35 on the website. So 26 and 35 is 61. This windscreen was about 26, I believe. So roughly 80 bucks all in. You'll be good to go without utensil. You get utensils about 10 bucks. So 90 bucks. So less than 100. Lightweight, packable, long lasting, durable. Can't say enough good things. Like I said, I am not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form, but I'll have some links below if you want to check them out for yourself. So, alright guys, so that's pretty much it. I'm pretty happy with the little set. Like I said, lightweight, inexpensive, compact, long lasting, durable, clean burning. So I know there's multiple fuels, but Everclear seemed to work fine for me for my use case. Like I said, I'll have some links below, but I appreciate your time and hope to see you out there on the trail. Take care.